What is up, guys? Back with another video. As you can see today, I'm gonna be reacting to Dead Meat. It's a channel that y'all should check out. I've been watching him for a very long time, before I was even on YouTube. So let's get into it, and make sure you check out my Truth or Dare video with my cousin. Dang, what is that? Street light. Not the views. Dead Meat. As you can see, we are gonna react to Unfriended Dark Web. I haven't seen this one yet. It's his new one.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Unfriended Dark Web, the 2018 sequel to the unfairly maligned Unfriended. I don't care what that other YouTube video said, I love Unfriended! Part of my love for the original movie comes from its devotion to the real-time screen cap premise, a style that's maintained in the follow-up Dark Web. But the sequel trades out a supernatural villain spurred by cyberbullying for a group of human antagonists who operate in the scary secret dark web. With so much in the news about political hacking and cyberzone discord, I love that Unfriended once again takes up an issue of the times for its storyline. Granted, the elite hacking skills that somehow allow the antagonists to walk around looking like glitches on camera is pretty silly and completely unbelievable. But other than that, I was just as on board for this movie as I was for the original. Also, I got another sponsor. Are you proud, Mom and Dad? Today's Kill Count is sponsored by NordVPN. Do all these cyber horror movies have you paranoid about your connection? With NordVPN, you can be secure on all your mobile apps and desktop internet browsing. VPN means virtual private network, and it basically keeps your data private as you browse the scary interwebs. Also, the cool thing about NordVPN is that they're registered in Panama, where there are no mandatory data retention laws, meaning they don't store logs on any data of yours. That is exceedingly rare nowadays. Try Nord for yourself, risk-free, with a 30-day money-back guaranteed trial at nordvpn.com/deadmeat. That's nordvpn.com, and with the code word DEADMEAT, you'll get 75% off a 3-year plan, as well as an extra month for free. Get it today and protect your ass online. Now to watch people who don't use Nord. How many of them will be killed by web surfing ne'er-do-wells? Let's find out and get to them.
Before we get started in this video, if you're like not allowed to watch scary movies or even the kills, just back out of the video. This video is not for you. Thank you.
The movie begins with some overblown glitch effects on all the studio logos. We understand the premise already, Unfriended. We don't need this much encoding error aesthetic. A laptop boots up, and judging by all these login attempts, the person behind the keyboard probably isn't the rightful owner of this machine. Eventually, they figure it out and get inside, quickly logging onto the Wi-Fi and then Spotify, so this movie can have a diegetic soundtrack just like the original. The user continues logging into all sorts of personal accounts, always ignoring the Nora C. IV account that he has to log out of each time. He downloads and boots up a custom-made program called Papaya, and it's here that we properly meet our protagonist, Matthias O'Brien, who's real excited about the new hardware he has.
This thing runs so much faster than my old piece of crap.
That Papaya program he's made is so he can better communicate with his girlfriend Amaya, who's deaf. Papaya can take what he says and play it back with clips of him signing. When he shows it to her, though, Amaya isn't that impressed, maybe thinking that it's a crutch for him to use instead of learning how to sign better.
Can you type? You know I can't.
Oh, and in case you were wondering, Amaya's actor, Stephanie Nogueras, is actually deaf, so yeah, her signing and everything is accurate, even though it's apparently too fast for Matthias to understand. Matthias's new laptop is proving pretty interesting. It keeps crashing and closing programs on him, and after that Nora CIV account is logged back in on Facebook, Matthias starts getting messages sent to it from horny singles in his area. Damn, Marianne, I thought Ginger was supposed to be the saucy one. A quick survey of the Cyber Seductor's account reveals that there be ladies all over the place hitting Nora CIV up and asking when they're going to get some promised plane tickets. Matthias joins a group Skype call where his friends compliment the quality of his new webcam. He tells them he got it on Craigslist as they start to play Cards Against Humanity, the game that's fun for like a few rounds until the shock of hearing Big Black Dildo wears off.
I'm into snorting coke off a clown's boner and...
What?
Wow, that's so shocking. How hilarious. His friends include musician Lex, couple Nari and Serena, Damon, who lives in London, and conspiracy theorist AJ.
Why do you think Facebook and Twitter are free? Because you're
the
the product! Yes!
Matthias messages Amaya, who's not in the group chat, and says he wants to fix their relationship. But first he's got to fix this laptop since it keeps crashing. Might have something to do with this crazy huge hidden folder that's taking up all of the hard drive space. Inside that folder is a buttload of video files, a lot of them seemingly from security cams and containing all sorts of embarrassing personal stuff. Matthias gets distracted away from this treasure trove of privacy invasions by the news that Nari and Serena just got engaged. Aw, what a happy moment. Even if it gets a little spoiled when AJ brings up an apparently painful memory of when Nari first came out to her dad.
I love the look on his face when he found out that you two weren't roommates.
And although Serena's mom is more accepting of their sexuality, she's unfortunately in bad medical shape.
The cancer's progressed, so it's moved into her brain, and they have her on life support, though, and they're really trying some aggressive treatments.
During another video call with Amaya, Matthias gets some Facebook messages from a girl named Erica Dunn, and she is not horny and looking for action like all the other ladies messaging Nora C. Instead, she claims to be the one and only Nora C himself, using his friend Erica Dunn's account to message Matthias on his laptop. Matthias tries to stick to the Craigslist story, but gets called a thief by Nora C, so his guilt gets the better of him, and he promises to return the laptop to where he found it. Right before he logs off and shuts down, though, the Nora C account gets a few messages congratulating him on his work and promising some dollar bills. The account sending it, Sharon68, looks about as credible as most of the Twitter accounts you see responding to high-profile politicians, and it only gets more suspicious when they tell Matthias to chat on the River instead of Facebook. Apparently, the River is a program that sticks the user in a Wolfenstein canoe floating down a little torchlit river. It's half parts creepy, half parts calming, and Matthias shares his screen with the Skype call so his more tech-savvy friends like Damon and AJ can try to figure out what this program is and what all those proxies are doing.
It's so no one can track you.
This is Darknet.
And for any viewers who aren't familiar with the Darknet, which is part of the deep web, they explain it.
It's part of the internet that isn't or cannot be indexed by search engine.
It's where you find marketplaces for bad shit, basically.
A chat room full of other Charons pops up, all taking their name from the figure of Greek mythology who rocks out hard to Tommy Shaw. Charon never cared for the more poppy stuff from Dennis DeYoung. All this weird shit prompts underdeveloped character Lex to ask a good question.
Dude, whose computer did you buy?
I didn't buy it.
Matthias finally admits that he stole the laptop from a coffee shop lost and found after he noticed it had been sitting there for 3 or 4 weeks. The group realizes that the pompous name Nora C. IV is a backward spelling of Charon 4.
He's one of them, and whoever they are, they must... This is where they meet up to trade.
And the stuff they're trading might involve all those video files, which Damon and AJ say were acquired by hacking into unsecure Wi-Fi networks and unknowingly recording from people's cameras. Another shortcut in the previously hidden folder opens a Bitcoin account where a transaction from a few minutes ago translates to 10 million non-cyberbucks. Oh yeah, Charon68, it came through alright. They start talking all weird to Matthias. Is that them trying to cybersex? Dude, maybe stick to the robe and wizard hat stuff. When the group realizes that Charon68 is asking to have someone killed for coin, Matthias backs out of the group chat and hops out of the riverboat. In another folder, labeled Contributions, there are more video files, apparently the personal work of Charon 4. They show a kidnapped girl chained up somewhere, and another girl who's about to get an acid bath, although they thankfully stopped that video before we see it actually happen. Looks like all of his contributions consist of kidnapped girls.
Guys, that's what they're trading.
The most recent file in the folder has a name and an address, and it shows Charon 4 climbing into a girl's bedroom. For some reason, he flashes part of his face into the camera. But before he can figure anything out, Matthias gets a video call from Amaya on Facebook. He answers it to find nobody there until Amaya's roommate Kelly gets home and comes to the computer to talk to Matthias. Some webcam fuckery turns her screen black, and when it comes back... Oh no! Kelly's getting attacked by a real son of a glitch. It's Charon 4 in the flesh, kinda, and after he drags Kelly off screen, we hear a nasty impact. That can only mean one thing. Kelly is the first to go on our kill count. And if murder wasn't scary enough, how about edgy inverted text messages? Oh, thank God it's not Comic Sans. The messages disappear when Sharon 4 leaves the computer, and the on-screen glitches clear up after he leaves the room. I'm gonna be honest here, I really like the premise of this movie, and I think it's legit scary to have a group of dark web hackers after you. But man, I hate the visual glitches they have whenever the hackers are on camera. It's like Scream 3 voice changer levels of unrealism. Sharon 4 comes back to the computer, still looking like a goddamn unknown Pokemon, and tells Matthias that he sees all, hears all, and that Matthias needs to get Amaya to come to him or else Sharon 4 will kill her. He also says he'll kill Amaya if anyone in the Skype call tries to do anything, so Matthias attempts to quell their fears about what they've seen.
Ken, it's not real.
What? It's a game. I made the whole thing up.
With the others mostly satisfied, Matthias convinces Amaya to come to him, although he specifically instructs her to take the subway. He searches the address from that last video's file name and finds a bunch of news articles about a missing teenager named, drumroll please, Erica Dunn. As to be expected, Erica's Facebook account is full of comments from people saying they miss her. The reality of Erica's endangerment causes Matthias to make a big move, one so big that Jeff Probst would fucking fall in love with him. He creates a Bitcoin wallet and transfers $1 million from Sharon 4's account into his own, calling it insurance. Then he explains.
You get the computer back when I get Amaya back. You get the money back when I see on the news that Erica Dunn is back home safe.
Sharon 4 doesn't like that one bit, so he video calls Matthias with a real dumb scrambled voice to match his real dumb scrambled face.
They do not let calls go.
What are you talking about?
The circle, the people I work with, all the other Sharon crimes.
Oh my god, man, this shit sounds so stupid. Matthias finds himself in a higher res riverboat and then back inside a group chat. It's called The Circle, and the other Charons present demand that he confirm his identity with a secret code. Matthias gets the code from Sharon 4, whose voice and face scrambling technology cuts out to reveal a somehow even less intimidating antagonist.
If they find out that I lost that computer, they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill you, and they're gonna kill anyone else that might have seen it.
Matthias rejoins the Skype call where Nari has done her own bit of Googling and found that Erica Dunn is real and really missing. Before he can explain himself, the Skype call is joined by an unknown user. Oh shit, is Billy back from the original? Nah, this is the friggin' Circle of Charons, and they move us all to click on a YouTube link. The video that plays is a real creepy display of how easily people can find out where you live from information they find online. Oh, it's my fucking dreams, man. Next thing you know, another video opens up that shows Lex at the top of a building being pushed off the roof by a glitchy dude who I guess is not Sharon 4 since he's still following Amaya. Hey, YouTube, you gonna age restrict that snuff video or you just want to keep coming after kill counts? The Charon Circle disconnects from the Skype group and Matthias finally gets the opportunity to tell everyone what's happening when Amaya loses connection with him in the subway station.
Guys, it's real. The whole thing is real.
You see, this smart web cookie told Amaya to take the subway, knowing that as Sharon 4 followed her, he'd lose connection too, and would thus be unable to hear Matthias explain the situation to his friends. They get real distressed by the reality of it all, and the fact that their friend Lex is really dead.
This is damage control. They're doing a cleanup.
They also agree to keep playing ignorant when Amaya and Sharon 4 get signal again, and that oh my god, man, this shit sounds so stupid. Matthias finds himself in a higher res riverboat
who is
back
Lex?
inside a group chat. It's called The Circle, and the other
Guys, who is Lex? I gotta figure that out right now. Oh, okay, it was the Chinese girl.
4 get signal again, and that gives us a pretty darkly comedic scene as they half-assedly pretend to play Cards Against Humanity.
My gym teacher got fired for adding blank to the obstacle course.
Too much cocaine. Velcro.
Depression.
I like Velcro.
Thought depression was pretty good.
I thought Depression was pretty good too, man. But their acting wasn't good enough, apparently, because user Charon 1 connects to the Skype call and goes to AJ's YouTube channel, indicating that he's next in line. But you know what? At least AJ supports good causes.
Protest going on at the Great American Mall in downtown for Flint, Michigan for that dirty water that went on.
It's fucked up, that's still a thing. The ultra-paranoid AJ claims to have a traceless internet presence, so to get around that, Sharon 1 calls 911 and plays them some edited audio from AJ's video clips.
I'm gonna pack up all my assault weapons and explosives, go downtown to the mall and have some fun.
Since that call was made 10 minutes ago, the police are here now, and when AJ goes to follow their orders and open the door for them, the hackers break into his computer and play a shotgun sound effect through the speakers. Yeah, man, AJ gets friggin' swatted, which reminds me of the Bleach kill in the original as a timely internet-savvy way to kill someone in a cyber-based horror movie. But also, please remember that swatting is serious shit, and you should never do it to someone. It also haunts my dreams. Serena reveals that Nari is already on her way to the police station to get help, but the hackers ain't about to let that happen, so they do some of their computer magic tricks and pull up a split-screen decision for Serena to make. On one screen, she sees her fiancé Nari at the subway station, and on the other, her mom on life support in the hospital. They start a countdown in the style of the original Unfriended, which is a great little callback, but by the end of it, Serena, very stupidly in my opinion, is unable to choose between her two loved ones.
No. I won't.
And so Serena's mom is killed in the most discreet murder that's ever been on the kill count, since somehow the Charon Circle was able to hack into her hospital equipment and take her off of life support. And they're not done yet either. Because Serena couldn't make a choice, Nari's on the chopping block too. And although she fights back against her anonymous attacker, it appears as though both of them fall in the way of Amaya's subway train as it pulls into the station. Damn, Charon's went all Frank Underwood on these kids. Serena is killed immediately after her mom and fiancé when another glitchy Charon appears in her apartment and knocks her out of the camera's field of vision. Her death comes to us only in the form of a sound effect. But it's enough for us to know that Serena's final stream has ended, leaving only Matthias and Damon on the Skype call. Matthias figures out a loophole around the Charon Circle's omniscience by finally using ASL well enough to communicate with his girlfriend and tell her to meet him where they first kissed. That's what we call character growth. He takes off to go meet her, leaving Damon by his lonesome on the call. But as Damon speaks to his unseen cyber adversaries, something interesting happens. We see a remote desktop app connect to what it calls the bait laptop, and user Charon1 shows Damon some wicked Photoshop skills by putting Matthias' face into a screenshot from the Erica Dunn video. At the same time, we see a hoodied figure carry a body into Matthias' apartment and put it in his closet. Looks like this whole damn thing has been a cyber setup, so Damon calls Matthias and lets him know.
It was a lure. They're gonna make it look like it was us the whole time.
Matthias' video call gets scrambled, and when it comes back, we see that the Atlantic Ocean wasn't a good enough firewall to avoid the Circle of Charon, because they're inside Damon's house. They hack into his computer and write up a confession in Word before staging a suicide by hanging of Damon in his own home. Pretty heavy, man, but I do think it was naive of them to believe that Damon was safe in London. Queen's got hackers too, yo. Matthias, completely reduced to tears by this point, watches on a feed as Amaya, redirected to another location by the Charons, is attacked by a hacker. But that looked like more of a kidnapping attack than a murder attack to me, so I'm gonna leave her off the count. Matthias' fate, on the other hand, is left to a vote among the river users, and as democracy unfolds, Matthias watches Erica Dunn escape from his closet and ask anyone watching to help. Then she peels off a... What? What the hell is that? It's an awful makeup effect, IMO, but since that looks like a hole through the forehead like one of the Charons was requesting earlier, I'm gonna assume Erica ain't coming back from that. On the list she goes. The vote on Matthias ends and hits a damn 1972-style landslide, so he's turned into roadkill by a van that comes out of nowhere to run him down. Man, all those people voting and none of them could come up with a cooler kill? I'm ashamed. A slow zoom out gives us a chilling revelation of the scope of this operation. Looks like all the various hackers, including a guy who's apparently a cop, had been observing this group for a long-ass time. And, much like the rich dudes in Rat Race, we're even gambling on minutia of the night, like how long it would take AJ to talk politics. The movie ends with the realization that this entire film took place in a remote desktop window of one dude's bitchin' computer setup. Unless you went to the theater and saw a different ending. Unfriended Dark Web was released with 2 different endings that theaters could play. So although the kill count will follow the version you just saw, which I guess is the canonical one, I can share with you the alternative. The alternate ending, called Buried Alive, shows that the Charon Circle deciphered Matthias' sign language and figured out where he was headed. So by the time he got there was an open grave waiting for him and a hacker running up behind him to smack him in the face with a shovel. Next thing you know, Amaya arrives to find the grave filled in, and the hackers prevent her from understanding Matthias in a video call by blurring out his lips like he was saying something naughty on TV. They also hack his text messages, so he's left helpless underground as she stands above him completely in the dark. Then the home releases included 2 more alternate endings, the first of which was called They Earned It.M4V. Someone's been using Handbrake. This one shows Amaya outside somewhere on a couple of different cameras. Matthias rolls up on his bike only to have some hackers jump out and grab the 2 of them. Another live or die vote begins, but one of the Charons replays a video of Matthias' #big move he made when he extorted them with their own bitcoins, and that earns the respect of the anonymous viewers who changed their votes to let them live. Matthias and Amaya are let go to embrace each other while still being creepily surrounded by hoodied hackers pointing cameras at them. And the rest of the ending is mostly the same, only now Erica Dunn's leaky forehead happens at the very end. The last alternate ending shows Matthias reaching that warehouse and looking for Amaya. She's nowhere to be found, he finds a gun on the ground, and Sharon 1 starts a flash vote asking people if Matthias will kill himself. This version ends before we see what happens, and it's definitely the lamest one in my opinion. I think the canonical ending is the best one, partly because it was the only one with a verified kill for our count. How many did that leave us with total? Let's find out and get to the numbers. 10 people died in Unfriended Dark Web. The victims included 6 women, 3 men, and 1 hacker of an indeterminate gender. You know, the one who Frank Underwooded Betty Gabriel. That literally could have been anyone. With a runtime of 92 minutes, we wound up with a kill on average every 9.2 minutes. I'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill to AJ. It's not often that a kill via gunfire gets this coveted award, but having a cyber-based movie kill someone through swatting was just excellent. And it shows how the filmmakers are at least partially tuned into internet culture. Dull Machete for lamest kill will go to Kelly. Kelly who? Yeah, exactly. An off-screen kill of a random character is definitely the least exciting death. And that's it. Unfriended Dark Web came out in 2018 with a pretty small theatrical release, but considering its ultra-low budget, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Another huge thanks to NordVPN for their sponsorship of this video. Don't forget to check them out at nordvpn.com/deadmeat. The link's in the description below. Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching this week's Kill Count. I'm really excited to be using NordVPN. That's not fake. I just want to feel safe on the internet, man. It's a scary place now. Also, you can use it to make it seem like you're connecting to the internet from a different country. That might be useful to you, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of tech savvy, but not when it comes to, like, internet security. Then I'm...
Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.